All right, welcome back, everybody. There is a hidden gem of a museum tucked away in the northwest corner of our state, but we're checking it out today.
Yes, and Olivia Schuler is live at the New England Accordion Connection and Museum. Olivia, what is it like there? I mean, it looks amazing.
Nicole and Scott, as soon as you walk in, it's almost like a time capsule. It takes you back so many years ago. It is so beautiful. Definitely something that people need to come out and see. There's only 2 accordion museums in the entire country, and Paul, you own one of them. And you opened up in 2011?
Yes, we did. And it was on our property. We had an outbuilding at that point. It was rather small, and it was mainly for people that played accordions already. And then we noticed something was happening. People were coming. And they were coming, but they were bringing stories with them. And it wasn't just about the equipment. It was about their uncle. It was about a relative from the Civil War that played an accordion, history in every family. And then it got bigger and bigger. And then we got to a point 3.5 years ago where I had an opportunity to expand it into a commercial setting, and that's where we are right now. And it's gotten bigger. Yeah. We've got over 650 accordions altogether. So we've got kind of like an orphanage for accordions. But we've got all the stories that we've collected, and it's amazing.
That is amazing. And obviously, Paul, you can't own an accordion museum and not play. Yeah. So how'd you get involved and started in all of this? Let's show your picture real quick to those people at home.
Right away, I'm just going to tell you, my mother made me do it.
As they usually do.
She wanted me to play when I was 12, 13, and we lived out on Long Island. And there I am, just playing the accordion, but that's what kids did back then. We didn't have cell phones. We had TV, but, you know, TV wasn't that great. So I got involved with that, stopped when I went to college, went to Fairfield University, put that thing, the blue one right here, and put it in the closet. And 42 years later, this is crazy. We were in Vermont. I woke up on a Wednesday morning, my wife and I, Marcia, and I looked at her and I said, I got to find an accordion today. And she really thought we were going to the ER. Something was really wrong with me. And spooky. I found the guy that day from one phone call. He had a huge garage full of renovated stuff, and he had some accordions, but he had a bunch of the little concertinas that was sitting on the floor, a dozen or so, in sad shape. And I said, what are you doing with all of these? And he looked funny at me. He said, this is weird. They just came in. I'm sending them out to the Holocaust Museum down on Long Island. And I said, why would you do that? He said, because these came from the camps at Dachau from World War II. Wow. And I never connected the accordion with something as serious and sad as that. But it turns out that people played instruments when they went into those places. It probably saved their lives because the guards wanted music. Yeah. And that's when I started realizing there's backstory to all of this. And all these stories are just amazing. We put a book out, published it, and on accordion stories from your heart, and they just keep coming.
Wow, I feel like the stories are what keeping this place alive, right? Yeah. You have to, because people come in here and they share with you these stories you never would have heard before, and it gives these accordions a new life, per se.
Yes, and what it does is it transfers the experiences. And they've lost the stigma that they used to have. Back in the 50s and 60s, it was kind of corny to play an accordion. You know, Elvis was here, the Beatles were here, but now we've gone through that period. Even the rock bands of today have picked up accordions in their group.
Great. We're going to have to keep talking about it in a little bit, and everyone has to stick with us because Paul's actually going to play the accordion for us live, so we'll send it back to you guys, but make sure you stick around.
So excited for that.
That is very exciting.
Unbelievable.